we have head coach Jaques and Jackie Benitez and Denisha Petty-Evans. Coach, start off with an opening statement, and then we'll take questions.
I couldn't be prouder of the effort our team put out today. For the most part, we were so focused. It was really everything we've been talking about as a team. We executed most of our game goals. A few of them we didn't get, and that ended up hurting us. Our free throws hurt us, and the rebounding hurt us. It's something we talk about every day, and it's something that we have to get better at. But other than Syracuse, I think Albany's the best rebounding team we might face all year, honestly. When I think about our schedule, they're just tenacious on the boards. We knew that coming in, and we didn't do a good enough job. But give Albany a lot of credit. Coach Mack has got them playing really hard, and gosh, that was just a great basketball game for anybody who saw it. And I don't like being on this end of it, but to be able to go on the road and be able to execute and play like that, I think it's great for women's basketball in this city. I think between the two programs, if we can have those kinds of games every year, I think it's going to help promote girls basketball, women's basketball in the community. And that's what we'd like to see. We'd like to see more girls at these games, young girls, young families. And we certainly do our part to get out in the community. One of these days we're going to win back that cup, and we just came up a little bit short today. Came down to rebounding and free throws. Other than that, I thought it was just a great basketball game to watch.
When Jackie hit that three, I think it was early in the third quarter, you guys were down 6, cut it in half. Did you kind of get a sense that that might have got her going a little bit and really helped her in the second half?
Was that the one where I was like, no, 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 yes, 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 yes? Yeah, I mean, they got into Jackie a little bit in the first half, and that's what we knew that. We knew they were going to come after her. They came after Margot last year, and they came after Jackie this year, and that's what they do. And she needed some bodyguards, and she needed some people setting screens for her. And we talked about that, and one thing about Jackie is that she's matured a lot. Only being a sophomore, she's a pretty mature player. And I think maybe last year you might have hung your head a little bit, but this year you came right back out fighting. And, that's what we need her to do. That's what we need her to be for us. Yeah, got her going a little bit. It's good. We like it when Jackie's going a little bit.
Ali, the three-pointer that Tate hit late, you had a little discussion with the official. Did he give you an option of replaying, of looking at the replay versus a timeout, or what was that short little discussion that
Yeah,
you had?
if I had asked him to go to the monitor, it would have cost me my only timeout, and I know better than that. Try to trust the officials every chance we get. And we had a good crew today. Two of those guys we see quite a bit, I thought they did a tremendous job.
Denisha, how frustrating is it to lose a game like this?
Our main goal coming here was to get the cup back, and I think we fought all the way to the end. And it came down to the very last shot, and it was just little things like rebounding or, keep taking care of every possession and just not knowing where shooters are at and not calling super fouls. So it's very frustrating because we had it.
You think you let it get away?
A little bit, yeah.
Denisha, this was the first time that this team has played here. What did you think of the atmosphere? And like Coach said, what was it like to be a part of such a great college basketball game?
The atmosphere was great. I actually like playing in big crowds, and I'm pretty sure everybody else on the team does. It really gets you going. Everybody's excited, and especially with a game like that.
Callie, I know that you had the 10-point lead that they came back from. I think you came back from, they were up by, you guys by like 10 too. Do you think you let this one get away with the 10-point lead in the fourth quarter?
Well, I think anytime a player like Tate, who's so instrumental in her team, is in foul trouble, you got to extend the lead every chance you get. And I think that when she came back in, the complexion of the game changed, and that's what a player with her caliber is capable of doing. We have players like that too. Megan fouling out really hurt us. Megan had 17-6, had a great game as a senior who was really focused. I think the only 2 shots she missed were in the first half. Denisha having 19 points, Jackie with 23, Collins with 15. I mean, Collins was cramping the whole game, so having to sub her in and out, I think hurt us a little bit too because we had to go small. And you don't really want to go small against Albany because they can rebound. So, Coach Mack was probably a little more conservative with Tate. I let Benitez play with 4. I let Megan play with 4. That's just kind of how I roll. But when a player like that is coming in and out, you got to extend that lead every chance you get. We just try to keep our players focused on one possession at a time, not worried about who was in and out. I'll tell you what, I thought the player that really made a difference for them was Bailey Hickston, and we had talked about that. That hurt us. You know, she hit some key threes in some areas we had talked about. They were in that lob play with the backdoor lob play, and they got an easy basket off of it. We had talked about that. So some of those things defensively, when you have weird lineups in, like bringing Collins in and out, and we asked Maddie to step in a big situation to cover for Meg. You know, some of those game experiences you only learn by having. But I think the difference with Tate being out and being in foul trouble, you know, when she came back in, you could feel the momentum switch a little bit, and you know, we didn't stop the bleeding. At the end of the day, though, we needed to make free throws, and we were 22 for 33 from the free throw line. And if we want to win championships and we want to win cups back and do all those things, we got to make free throws. And everybody's guilty. It's not anybody in one situation or the other. I'm talking too much.
Jackie, I mean, speaking of free throws, what was kind of going through your mind there when you had that chance to tie the game going up in the late overtime?
Just knocked out my free throws. I mean, I missed the second one, so I just had to focus on the third one.
Let me say something. After every single practice, Jackie's the last one to leave the court. And there's been days where she's made, what's your most you've made in a row?
67.
She made 67 in a row one day. There is no other player I want at the free throw line in that situation. And the next time it happens, she's going to be just fine.
So we were surprised she was one.
Pretty much.
Would you call this game, I know every game is critical and important, but would you call this like, is it fair to say, a measuring stick game to see how far your team has come?
You know, we've worked really hard. Every staff we've had, every team we've had, we've worked really hard to just get better every single year. And, you know, Albany's been a dominant program, and they do a tremendous job. And I'm personal friends with Coach Mack, and I was really excited when she got the opportunity to be here in the Capital Region. We haven't had a lot of time to hang out because we're both pretty busy people. But I know the program's in great hands, and I look forward to this kind of a game and this kind of competition every chance we get. They have raised the level of their program under Coach Abe, and she did a tremendous job, and it's at a certain standard, right? And we've been working really hard since I was given the opportunity to be the head coach at Siena to raise the level of our program. And this is one of those games where, yeah, it's a measuring stick, and I think we're right there.
Allie, we saw your pressure really impacted them there in the first half. How much more of that could we see if you guys are able to A, stay out of foul trouble and be healthy? We know Collins wasn't 100% today, but moving forward, getting into Collins' play.
Yeah, you're going to see that all year long. It's going to be a lot of fun to watch. That's how we're going to roll. That's how we're going to play. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to get up into people. We're going to learn to keep our hands off, but I'd rather have them aggressive right now than sitting back on their heels, because we want to attack, attack, attack on defense and on offense. Anyone else? Thanks so much for giving this game as much of attention as it deserves. Good luck to our guys. Go Saints.